Welcome to Pucked Up Hockey Moms, where the arenas are freezing, the group chats are unhinged, and the parenting, well, let's just say we're doing our best. I'm Amanda, hockey mom, chaos wrangler, and proud captain of the Bad Mom Squad.
And I'm Brittany, mom of 3, 2 who play hockey, expert at juggling carpools, cold coffee, and the occasional emotional breakdown in the arena parking lot.
We're here to spill the tea on what it really means to raise hockey kids, from politics in the stands to mental health, bad calls, and everything in between. No filters, no fluff, just the truth. With a side of sarcasm.
And yeah, we're laughing through the madness, because if we didn't, we'd be crying into a damp mitt left in the trunk since last season.
So if you've ever screamed, "Move your feet," while secretly Googling the rules mid-game, you're our people.
This is Pucked Up Hockey Moms.
Let's get into it. Hey everyone, it's Amanda. I wanted to share this episode from our subscriber feed with you this week. It's our very first bonus episode called Carpool Confessions. My health doesn't always cooperate, and instead of going quiet, I thought this would be the perfect time to give everyone a little glimpse of the bonus content our all access members usually get. It's real, it's chaotic, and it's exactly the kind of conversation that happens when hockey moms are running on caffeine and carpool fumes. Let's jump in. I'm your host, Amanda.
And I'm Brittany.
Welcome to our first bonus episode, and thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate your support.
This week, we're going to dive into the randomness of what kids, and sometimes the adults, say in the car. Maybe they should, maybe they shouldn't, but we're bringing them to you anyway.
We asked our friends, viewers, and groups on the internet for the stories, and we got some great ones for you. Sprinkled in between, maybe some of ours, but damn if we admit which ones they are, because I am not telling y'all, because then maybe it might, name names. I'm gonna name names here, all right? Yeah, we're gonna...
No specifics.
No specifics. So we're warning you now, this is the first time I've been able to actually laugh without pain since having surgery, so bear with me.
Let's get into it, shall we? I only pretended to be hurt so I didn't have to back check. This from a kid who took a suspiciously long time getting off the ice after a soft bump.
That is always the way, hey?
I don't know how many times I've seen that.
I know. Imagine being the mom in the car listening to that.
Yeah.
What's your response?
So again, not naming names, there was a mom that my oldest son played with.
Yeah.
Every time her kid hit the ice, it could have been a soft hit, it could have been a hard hit, it didn't matter. You're no good on the ice, X person.
Yeah.
Get up. And that's what she would yell to him. There was no sympathy. There was no, are you actually hurt?
Oh my God.
Just get off the ice. You're no good on the ice. Get up.
Oh my God.
That was what she would yell every time.
That's awesome, but not awesome. But
I know.
I mean, it's not really
good for when they are soft hits. There was sometimes where he genuinely
could have been hurt. Yeah.
Or had the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. There are some times where they are real, but there's a lot of times that they're not. I know we've had some when the girls played the integrated teams, and there'd be this one child that would cry every single time. I'm like, are you crying because the girl hit you and you're embarrassed, or are you actually hurt?
Yeah.
And then we found out this child cried every single time on the ice, so it didn't just matter that they were playing the girls. So yeah. Coach said we need to eat energy-packed snacks between periods, so I snuck a chocolate bar in my skate bag. You guys always said it makes me go crazy with too much energy, so he's been carb loading undercover all season. I mean, fact, sugar is energy, just maybe crashes a little hard, and yeah.
I'm not sure that's what the coaches meant when they snack.
I'm pretty sure they're not. But it is good to have some healthier snacks. We grabbed those stingers or energy chews for marathons in between a tournament one time. You only need one, seriously. One of my kids handed them out on the bench between games or between second and third period because the kids were lagging. And sure as shit, next thing you know, I was like, oh my God, they did not suck balls in that last third period. I'm like, stingers it is. These things are not cheap, but it is great.
Yeah, I've never tried those.
Yeah, but a box of them, and they're essentially honey and electrolytes and stuff.
Okay.
So they're not awful for you. And there's a ton of different companies that make stuff like that, but they're just a little gummy. It's essentially 4 fruit snacks in one.
Oh, okay.
It's like eating an edible without the goodness. Instead of putting you to sleep, makes you work out. So I gave them that a little extra pep, and I was like, oh my goodness, they are not lagging that third period. That's it. Everybody needs a pack of these in there.
Stash them in your hockey bag.
Yeah, stash it. Yeah, that's just to give them that little extra boost without having to try and make them barf.
Yeah.
Because some kids, like, you pack, like, a banana or applesauce, like, that is this essentially what is in those little gummies, but they're not gonna throw up
Yeah.
one small little packed thing of
Yeah,
gummies.
it's not gonna, like, sit in their stomach
Yeah,
or
or
anything.
chugging a juice box or I mean, that's why the oranges are good because essentially you're not really getting too much out of an orange, like, you're getting the
Yeah.
juice. So, yeah, carb loading, it's good.
Yes. The other one that I didn't realize until my son told me was in track. He was at a track meet and came running over to me after, one of his races, and he's like, "The teacher said I need chocolate milk."
Chocolate milk is great.
And I was like, "What?
Yeah,
Giving you chocolate milk? Give me like, you're not having sugar or anything right now. You need, like, fruit or something." And
yeah,
then he went back there and she's like, "No, no, chocolate milk's actually good for, like, recovery for your
yeah.
muscles and stuff like that." Fruits, and I had no idea.
Yeah, yeah, my son the other day was like, "Mom, this chocolate milk has 30 grams of protein." I'm like, "Yeah, and how much of it is from the milk?" He's like, "Okay, 27 grams of the protein comes from the milk, and 3 is from the chocolate."
So you could just drink regular.
Yeah, so you could just drink regular milk, but that extra added, like, 1, the kids can you
Yeah,
like, try just chugging milk, gross, and but it's got, like, the healthy fat as long as
yeah,
you're not just going skim, and it also has that quick sugar in
yeah.
it too, right? So you've
Quick
got
energy.
yeah,
Yeah.
quick energy, yeah, but I would probably throw up if I drank it before something or
Yeah.
during
He did it
something.
in between 100-meter sprint. He did the 100-meter sprint, and then he still had the relay to do.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was like, "I'd be throwing up on the track."
yeah, I would definitely have it afterwards. It's a good recovery, like
Yeah,
quick protein into the
yeah.
muscles and stuff, but again, I'm not a nutritionist
Like milk in general,
or a
really, so
doctor.
yeah. I peed a little in the penalty box, but only because I was laughing.
Yeah, this is where my pain is noticed from surgery. You're not alone, kid. I'm sure there are many moms out there who slightly peed or more, laughing in the stands, either at kids on the ice, not to be mean, but the shit's funny, or with other mom shenanigans in the stands all season. And I may or may not be one of them.
I 100% have been one of them. I'm okay to admit that.
Nick's
I've had
poised.
3 children that just
Yeah,
it's not the same as it once was.
I had a bladder lift, enter TMI, but that has helped. I can now laugh and sneeze. It's a great feeling. Yeah. You're welcome.
I chirped the ref, "Nice call, Stripes," and he didn't even catch it. Lucky kid. I've seen and heard some refs who give unsportsmanlike calls for some attitude on the ice.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
You have to be careful what you say now because there are certain trigger words that are like, boom, instant suspension. And then others where you're like, oh, thank God they didn't hear that. But
Yeah.
other things are pretty harmless. But there's certain like bullying words that are like, no go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've also seen kids make up those trigger bullying words and get kids like kicked out. And
Mhm.
you're like, dude, they didn't even say it. That's just mean.
Or they muffle it,
Yeah.
like, under their breath thinking the
Yeah.
ref didn't hear it or something, and then they're like, "What? Like, what are you
Yeah.
saying?" They're,
Yeah.
like,
Who,
shocked when
me?
they get called on it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are so many more videos going viral of that stuff now. I do feel bad for the crap that officials have to put up with because as much as it's easy to yell at a missed call, like, we're all human,
Yeah,
and a lot of these ones are just kids. Yeah, they have to put up a lot of crap,
they do.
and
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to, like, have a parent trying to, like, fight me in the parking lot. No, thank you.
as a child. No, not
Or
that's just not
even
right.
as an
That's
adult,
not right. Yeah.
like, I don't know how my cup ended up in someone else's bag, but I wore it anyway.
Ew!
Ew, and there are no words for the horror on the carpool mom's face. Ew, just ew.
That's disgusting.
If you could see Brittany's face right now,
Yeah,
she's just, like, staring at
that's
me,
disgusting.
and there's, like, this long pause in the podcast. She might gag just
Don't
a
have
little.
words.
Yeah, my words are gross, child, gross. But then bags are nasty and full of all types of, like, spore-growing bacteria
But not
things.
someone else's
Yeah.
area.
And we wonder why our kids get sick so
No
often,
kidding,
you
right?
know?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be building their immune system, but one kid gets sick and the entire team gets sick.
100%.
Yeah.
Spreads down the bench.
Yeah.
I told mom I left my water bottle at home so I could drink Prime from Jackson's.
Kids are getting creative these days just for them hydration drinks, hey? No joke. I have heard kids putting Coca-Cola in their water bottles before. Not my kid, I swear. Like, I know
Oh
you're
my
kind of looking at me,
goodness.
but I have I have seen like some kids be like, "Yeah, my dad let me put a can of Coke in there because he said the caffeine and the sugar would get me going." I'm like, "Well, you are kind of small, so maybe not." I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We've had Gatorade in there and stuff before
Yeah,
because at least you're because sometimes water is just not enough. But
but there's so many different
so many
hydration
things.
drinks that are not these energy, like Monsters,
Yes.
all the stuff that these
Those
kids
things
should
can
not be
get so
drinking.
bad
Oh
on
my
their
god.
heart. They're little. Get
Oh,
some BCAAs in there.
yeah,
I need a nutritionist on
some of
this
that
episode. We need to get a
sports
nutritionist on
nutrition.
here. That's yeah. If anyone's listening and they want to come on, just like hit me up.
Yeah,
I'm game
that'd be awesome.
because me and my words of wisdom are not so wise.
I ain't no nutritionist
No,
for sure.
no. I mean, yeah. I use Wegovy.
Yep.
I wiped my boogers on my jersey because the bench tissue box was empty. Okay, so first off,
I didn't.
ew. Second, bench tissue box?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Who has a bench tissue box? Are these like the Care Bears? Like,
How do you even wipe your nose? You have a hockey helmet
is
on.
it 10 ply? Is this is this the soft team on ice? Like, is it part of the Ice Capades team? Who has a tissue box on the bench?
I mean, I'm usually in the stands. I haven't frequented the bench a lot, but I've
I could
never
have
seen
pulled
a
my
bench.
children before, but
Yeah.
they usually like spit on the ice. I've
How do you
seen
even wipe your nose? So you have a helmet on, so you're
I
not
know.
taking your helmet off on the bench to wipe your nose all the
Like
time.
my kids have a bubble and literally my daughter got a nosebleed because she's always getting nosebleeds. She got a
Yeah.
nosebleed on the ice and she's like, I had to spray my water bottle on the ice to get all the blood out because it was like pooled in the bubble. So there was no tissue box in the bench. I'm pretty
Interesting.
sure I'd be screaming PUSSY if I so yeah, I'm fired. I'm definitely fired from bench box.
Mm.
And it's still gross.
Yeah.
Again, with germs.
I mean, I would rather there be a Kleenex box, I think, than you, like,
Using their
wiping down your
jersey?
jersey, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
they're just gonna slide all over the ice anyway, it's gonna come off. Those kids can't stay up.
now I'm questioning how often I washed the jersey.
You wash jerseys? I only wash at the end of the season to give them back.
Oh, no. I did.
Yeah.
Now I'm kinda glad if there's boogers all over them, that's great.
Ew. The older kids are like, "That's what a snot rocket's for." Which again makes me throw up just a little bit. And there goes my stomach. Okay. Um,
I thought the puck went in, so I cellied, but it was stuck behind the net.
oh man.
Had to fake a groin stretch to save face. I've been the parent that's been like, "Yeah!"
Oh,
Yeah, they did work.
I've definitely been the parent that starts cheering and everyone's looking at you. Or the parent that's
Yeah,
not cheering because it went in and you didn't even see it.
yeah, that too. Both ways.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
It would be to think that you got it and then you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been embarrassed for myself many times when cheering, but,
Mhm.
yeah.
But as being on
The
the ice, that'd
celly
be the worst, yeah.
or I've seen the kids celebrate so hard because, like, some coaches are, "Make sure you celebrate because sometimes the ref won't call it if you're not celebrating." And then the other kids are like, "Oh, it was no call," and they take the puck and they go to the other end and score, and these kids are like, "No, but we scored.
Yeah.
We didn't blow the whistle." Yeah. So,
Uh,
huh, the things, all the things. Um, I only passed to him because his mom gives us Timbits after the game. So much for team chemistry, and clearly this was a Canadian confession.
I feel like my son would have said the same.
Yeah. There's definitely some kids that'll only pass to certain people, and maybe it's because of Timbits. Who knew?
Yeah, you always wonder why. Usually it's friends. Like, I found
Yeah.
if he's playing on a team with friends,
Yeah. They're like, so and
especially the
so
younger
is going to
age.
pass back to me.
Yeah.
Or they have their weird little reasoning, and you're
Mhm.
like, okay, well, team sport, team
Yeah.
sport.
This isn't
they
just
can't
you
learn.
and your friend.
They can't learn to catch if you don't try to pass to them. Just like they're not going to pass to you if you don't pass to them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, children. Timbits. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, it's a good after game snack.
Ugh.
You like Timbits?
No,
What kind of Canadian are you? Do you like donuts in general?
I love donuts.
Okay. Just not in small form.
I just I'm not gonna keep going on. I'm gonna get banned from Tim Hortons or something as a sponsor somewhere. So
They can sponsor us because I keep them in business.
okay, good.
My Steve.
I'll keep McCafe and Starbucks in business.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, we've got all of them.
Yeah. I told my little brother the locker room showers were haunted. He cried. That kid hasn't undressed in the rink since October. Rite of passage.
Oh man, oh man. So that makes him a home dresser, man, or like an
Yeah.
outdoor. Which I feel bad. Kids make fun of home dressers. So parents, if you're listening, don't make your kid the home dresser.
I struggle with this for only because I want to buy my son the wheeled
Yeah.
What
I
else?
get
I'm
them, the
losing
wheeled
words.
skate guards, and we
Yes.
did have them, like, in novice, and then we're like, "Why did we waste all this money? We thought we were so cool." The kids never are not home dressers. They get picked on relentlessly, and I don't mean in a mean bullying way, and maybe a little, but no. Even when, like, I've had kids go from one practice rink to another, and I'm like, "Stay in your gear, we have no time, I have to get to work." They're like, "But they're gonna call me a home dresser." Like, "But you're not a home dresser, you were on the rink." And they're like, "It doesn't matter, you don't wanna be a home
No, that that's such a
dresser."
thing. I just thought it'd be cool to have.
It is, yeah, being the
Okay.
home dressed kid is, yeah, they don't, yeah, they wonder why you're afraid to change in the dressing room,
Yeah.
and it's like a team bonding thing to dress together. I didn't realize it was such a thing, but it is a thing.
It's true.
So,
Yeah.
being part of the team, and that's why sometimes, like, when you have an integrated team, like female, male, or whatever, and they're on the
That
same
makes
team,
sense.
having a separate dressing room at this certain age, yes, you need it for
Yeah.
certain privacy reasons, but it's hard to bond on a team
Yeah.
when you're not in there with all the dressing room shenanigans.
Yeah.
So,
That one's
um,
hard, yeah.
yeah, but the home dressing. I
Yeah,
digress.
COVID really put
A damper.
that into play, like, especially, like, kids were having once they went back to things, you were having to come
Sometimes,
dressed
yeah,
and
and
not, like
they were
yeah.
not allowed to shower at
Yeah.
all, I know, and, like, yeah, some kids came dressed because you weren't allowed to use the dressing rooms, or it just became, yeah, you were in and out when you could do it. I don't
Mhm.
know, I didn't have to go because I wasn't allowed to watch, and my
Right.
husband coached, so COVID got me out of all hockey, which was good and bad because 0 morning stuff, but I
Yeah.
got to watch 0 games, and I didn't know my children's teams that whole season.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was really sad.
COVID's
It was sad and dark. I read
a season without hockey.
a lot of adult mom books that year.
That's fun too.
Yeah, yeah. I don't now have any time now. I run a podcast. All right, so we're getting a little less PG on these ones now, I think. They're getting a little older.
What are we on? 11?
Oh, I only skate hard when her dad's watching. Gotta get that prom date somehow.
Oh,
Scouting the scouts of daughters. Now that is next level, buds. Like,
interesting.
yeah.
Never thought.
Dads beware. I get like Bill gives the glare all the time. Like, stay away from my daughter. Like, yeah,
From other hockey boys?
yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
mhm. Yeah, it's
yeah.
risky.
I know. So usually it's like the hockey boys looking at coaches' daughters, or like the sisters,
Yep.
or
I
yeah,
was the sister.
you were
I
the
have the older
sister.
brother.
Yeah,
My
you're.
mom would my brother would come out and be like, "I forgot something in the car," or whatever. My mom would go get it, and she'd come back in and be like, "Can I take it?" And she'd be like, "No, you're not going into a dressing room full of 14-year-old boys at 11 years old." "Sorry. Why not?" Yeah,
Oh man.
I was that kid.
Yeah, I believe you.
The reason I got benched, I slid into the coach's niece's DMs. Spoiler, it didn't go well. No kidding.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Oh, well,
Ballsy, though.
ballsy,
Very ballsy.
or just plain stupid.
Initiative?
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Could go either way.
TBD. I started a group chat called Bench Beauties, and the coaches don't know. 100% gossip, 0% strategy. And I'm talking boys here, guys. I'm not even talking about the
Beauty.
girls.
Like,
Oh, he's a
what they
beauty.
oh, okay.
He's a
Like,
beauty.
looks or personality, player,
Bit of
skill?
both.
Okay.
Like the
A
guys
combination.
always say he's a beauty. I defined it in one of the episodes, and I feel like my brain can't say anything other than he's a beauty right now. For you to be like, why don't you know what I'm saying?
Just wondering what they if they're looking at looks specifically, if they're skill, if it's a bit of a, like,
It's all like, I mean,
not like, "Oh, he's a beaut," like a sarcastic, condescending,
oh, it's
almost kind
probably
of,
all of
yeah,
it. They're probably like,
chirpy.
they're probably chirping,
Yeah.
and then the beauty on the team is probably the one that's got all the DMs. Yeah, so they're
He's the
probably,
one sliding into the
yeah,
coach's
they're
niece's
probably
DM.
asking, all the questions of that one, getting some tips. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
awesome. I faked an equipment issue so I didn't lose standings in the game.
Insert game
Yeah,
here. I
yeah,
don't know, I'm not cool enough.
Yeah,
Clash, Siege, I don't know, whatever the crap that the kids are doing.
no idea.
Yeah, I
Yep,
believe it.
I believe it too.
Fucking video games. I didn't shower after practice. I just sprayed, Axe, and prayed. The entire carpool was a casualty that day. Ew.
Axe is just so strong smelling. If to spray anything in general,
I would have to
just not
say,
Axe.
starting at 14, I had to start saying, "You're only allowed to spray cologne outside and walk into it." I suffer from migraines, and colognes and perfumes are not helpful.
Yeah.
And I don't want to smell your horlure.
It's so strong, that brand especially. Sorry,
All of it.
Axe, but
All of it. None of them are great. They all kind of sound like one chemical away from the other.
yeah.
Like, and
Maybe
and,
it's just that
and
they're
they're
dousing
super
themselves
expensive.
in it.
Yeah.
But also then there's Axe
They're like,
body
well,
wash.
I can't smell
So
it.
if they do shower, they can shower in Axe body wash, and then they
The
put on Axe
deodorant.
deodorant, and then they have the Axe cologne. It's like
And so
now
that's,
you
but they don't use the same smell. So it's three different and they're layered. And then
yeah.
they're wearing
Yep.
the same shirt that they wore like 3 days ago. And it's also got three different smells on it. And then they get in your car and you have an hour drive somewhere.
Yeah.
And I've literally made them go inside and change. So, yeah,
It's overwhelming.
even our billet, I'm like, nope, you get out and spray that outside. Do not spray that in this house. I will throw up and I will have a headache and there
Yeah.
will be tears
And you will pay.
and you will pay. Yeah. You will eat the hamburger while we have the steak. Just kidding. I just can't believe how obsessed they are with like cologne at such an early age.
Well, they gotta smell good for the
Well, they got to
DMs they're
cover their
flying
bow.
into.
They got to cover their B.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just shower.
yeah, yeah.
It's hygienic
I
and
know
better for everyone.
it is.
You don't
But
need
even the
cologne, you
girls
just
and
need
their
clean
like
bodies.
body mists and everything.
Or yeah, my daughter
Yeah, no. Again,
specifically.
I'm like, who sprayed that, and what is it? No.
All right, you get to the kitchen some days and I can already smell it. I haven't even reached her bedroom.
Yeah,
It's awful.
yeah. No, not good.
I said I was late because of traffic, but I just didn't want to sit next to Brady again. He talks about creatine like it's a religion. Creatine plus conspiracy theories equals unbearable ride.
The gym bra. Like, bro and his gyms. Like that's all he's got to talk about his gains, man.
Nobody wants to sit with him on the road trip.
I guess. I guess nobody wants to listen to his gains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can only listen to so much of some of these people,
Yeah.
especially when it feels more of like it's you should do this instead of hey, this is just what
Yeah.
I do. Like when they're like,
Or they're just
like,
wanting you to compliment them on their
yeah,
gains and not actually because of it.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
Yeah. Pick another, maybe pick
fishing for
another.
the compliment.
Yeah, exactly. I moaned in the back seat just to make the new carpool mom uncomfortable. She doesn't drive us anymore. Mission accomplished. Okay, buds, if this was my car, I totally would have called the kid out and reversed it on him just to make him like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I would have. There's zero shame on my part. Yeah. I am that mom that makes it backwards and then the other kids laugh. So maybe I'm a bully.
no, because I think it's just it's like
I trick them back. Like they
this
try to
doesn't
trick.
make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, you think that? Oh, do you wanna go next level?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some parents would obviously be like,
Yeah, I'm like, "That's awkward."
this.
I would probably be like, "Can you stop
Yeah.
doing that in my car? That's gnarly and nobody wants to see you and your micro penis."
Yeah.
Like, that probably would have been something I would say.
Mhm.
And then yeah.
Yeah, see, and I'm just not quick enough to come up with that kind of stuff, and I'd probably be the mom that'd be like, "Mm, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen." Like, on our road trip, and the
Yeah.
girls asked whatever that Rihanna song is, the S&M or whatever, and
Oh,
they're like, "What's S&M mean?" And I was like, "I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Jamie, explain it to me."
my answer is generally, "Do you want to know?" And then they go, "Nope, I'm good." Or they're like, "Yes." So I give them an out because if I answer, "Do you want to know?" They know that I'm gonna give them, like, the
Pretty straightforward
the
answer.
straightforward truth answer, and they might not actually want to know yet.
True.
Because sometimes Delaney's be like, "This is too much information for me. I'm old enough for this yet." I'm like, "Well, you are." Yeah, but yeah,
That's a tough one to
it is.
especially when it's not your kids, though, too, like, that would
Oh,
be the
yeah, that's
if
true.
I was just a carpool mom and it wasn't my kid, I'd be like, "So, how would this parent want me to?"
Yeah, but if
I
there's
mean, in this
teenage
case, it's the kid, like,
if
doing it to, like,
yeah,
get a reaction.
If there's a bunch of teenage boys in there, I know
Yeah.
that they've all done way worse, and if they're gonna try and
You
pull
don't
that
wanna
prank
know.
on me, that is their own problem, and
Don't wanna know.
I would have no problem telling their mom, "Dude, they were trying to pretend they were jerking off in my back seat, so they're gonna get what's coming to them, and I'm not gonna pretend I didn't hear it, and that's a your kid's problem, not my kid's problem."
Yeah.
Like, and I would say that to their face likely, and then if they didn't want me to drive their child anymore, then that would be their problem, not mine.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm okay with
Mhm.
that. So, I don't and most of the time, those kids are too embarrassed to go tell their
Yeah,
parents that that happened. Like,
exactly. "Hey, I did this."
they're like, "Hey, I tried to prank this mom. It backfired, and she embarrassed me, and everyone else laughed because she was funnier than I was." Yeah.
It didn't go over well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna go home and talk about
I don't think so. Not that I'm like, "Oh, don't tell your parents."
that.
Like, I'm like, "Go for it. Let's bring it on." I'd love to embrace them into this conversation. Actually, half the time I have, like, when that has come up, I'm like, "Just so you know, this is what happened in the car."
Yeah.
If I feel like those parents could handle it,
Yeah.
but it hasn't happened too many times.
That's good.
Usually they get very descriptive though in the car. I've had some very descriptive conversations that I have
Teenage
not
boys are
thrown in
something
here
else.
because they're pretty gross. Boys are really gross.
Mhm.
But the girls are getting pretty bad too.
Yeah?
Not to the same level.
Yeah. Girls just aren't I don't know. It's a different breed.
They are a different breed. I'm happy that they're still in their little
Like, I think I'd be okay to walk in on a conversation with a bunch of girls,
yeah.
but if I were to walk in on a conversation with a bunch of teenage boys, especially in, like, a locker room,
Yes.
hockey room setting, sports setting,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd wanna hear anything that's going on in there,
Yeah.
or that I should hear anything that's going on in there as a parent.
I'm not gonna comment any further.
I took a penalty just so I didn't have to play on the same line as that huge kid on the other team. I knew he was coming for me, and there was only a couple minutes left in the game.
Well,
Not sure how many would admit to doing
yeah.
this, but I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah, and he probably said this one to his parents, like, "That kid was huge,
Yeah.
mom, I totally took that penalty, like, I'm sorry I took a penalty, but he was coming for me, I know it."
Yeah.
Whether or not the parents admit to them that, "Well, you did trip him earlier on a breakaway," or
Yeah.
whatever, like,
Whether you
"You did
deserved
have
it or
it
not.
coming."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I usually tell my child they had it coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's better to brace them, like, life's not fair, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. We changed each other's names in the team group chat to NHL players and talked trash like we were famous. McDavid cried.
Nice.
I liked this one.
Perfect.
Now I want to know who McDavid was.
Yeah.
Who cried?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good way to, like, chirp or, like,
Yeah.
kinda bully not
Not
bully, but
but like, yeah, it's a good chirping one. And then
yeah.
everyone's like, wait, who's who again?
Yeah. Yeah, who this one is. Depending on, like, how you've described them or, like, what NHL player you've called them
Yes.
by how they maybe
Yeah. Yeah. It could be
they
based
all
on their
have
playing
yeah.
style. It's funny because my mom hated my grandpa cheering for her when she played basketball as a kid because she played pretty competitively and stuff and used to yell her name. And so she's like, "You can't yell my name anymore." So he started calling her Fred. So he just yelled Fred all the time. And then all her friends started calling her Fred.
Oh,
And so it like became her nickname. And so her team knew who Fred was, but the other team didn't know who Fred
that's
was.
hilarious.
I guess eventually across like the island, people would know who Fred was,
Yeah.
but it became a thing that he
Was
just
it all girls team?
yeah.
So people would be like, "Fred, what?
Yeah, at first
Who's
they're like, "Who the
playing?"
hell's he yelling at Fred?" But then her teammates obviously know who the dad was
Yeah.
and, like, thought it was
That's
hilarious.
funny.
So, yeah, my mom was Fred for a long time. I think my aunt got one as well, but I can't remember what it was. I just remember my mom being Fred.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I told my parents I was going to the gym, but we all went for Slurpees and TikToks in full workout gear. Um, FYI, your parents know your TikToks. And even if you don't, somebody takes somebody and somebody follows somebody and you're
Yeah.
gonna get busted.
Yeah. I like, my daughter doesn't have a whole lot of social media. She has Snapchat, but she doesn't
Yeah.
have, like, Instagram or Facebook or
Yeah.
anything like that, but a lot of her friends do, and I see, like, friends of my kids, and they use social media so much, but
Yeah.
they don't understand how it works.
No.
Because it's like, yeah, you're tagging people. I'm like, "How'd you see that?" "Well, someone
Tagged.
tagged you and you and you,"
Yeah.
and, like, they just don't know how it works.
Yeah. We literally your friends all tattletaled on you by tagging you.
Yeah.
And now everybody knows.
You guys all called yourselves out.
Yeah. You essentially told the world where
Yeah,
you were.
yeah. And I find my location on your
Yeah,
phone,
yeah,
so
I know
I'm
where you
gonna know where
are.
you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just tell us, children.
Yeah,
It's easier.
yep, I know.
I know yours was at the gym the other day 'cause I drove them in. So they were definitely there.
They were definitely at the gym. And it's hard to like, we're pretty rural, there's no bus stops out here,
Yeah,
so they're like and cougars and bears, oh my, like,
yeah,
they can't just be wandering around here.
yeah. There's no 7-Eleven down the street for
No,
them to go to.
exactly.
Number 2 smelled so bad on the other team, you couldn't pay me to go near them that game. Really? Wow.
I love that one.
You'd have to smell real bad to have a whole bunch of hockey players out there
Smell
on the
you.
ice smell you
Yeah,
skating around.
yeah, and that goes back to the point where I think they put so much cologne on it is because they say, "Well, I can't smell it." Well, yeah, because all you can smell is, like,
Your BO.
your BO and
Mhm.
other stuff, like, but don't worry, everyone else around you can smell everything. Um, the ref kept farting like he thought no one would notice. We all noticed. Although, in fairness, 1, they could have been older. 2, they could have tried to time it with the music in between puck drop,
Yeah,
and it's loud on the ice.
yeah.
But the smell, you can't really like, that's you can't
You'd
really
be like croc dusting them. Like the rink. And it's
100%.
so much faster because you can skate faster than you can walk.
Some
Like, you could go
nitrous
past somebody in a store and do it.
yeah, nitrous boost with his, crop dusting, man. It's like you're literally getting the entire ice.
Amazing, amazing.
Oh,
I
wow.
say that's kind of brilliant on
That
my
is kinda brilliant.
special part.
Mhm.
That one kid kept trying to start crap and say I was shit at hockey, so I pushed down on his pants from behind when the ref wasn't looking, and he went down on his ass, then got up swinging. He took a 5 minute, and I just walked away. It was beauty.
100%. 100%. You gotta do the sneaky stuff when the refs aren't looking.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to retaliate,
Yeah.
but you don't want to retaliate to where
You don't
it'll affect your
retaliate when
team.
anyone's looking. Be
Exactly.
smarter.
Yeah,
Be smarter, kids.
yeah.
Like, I'm not
Take a
condoning
number
fighting.
and figure it out later.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Wait for that moment where you
Yes.
can get your
Choose your
retaliation.
moment to just niggle them a little bit. Just get under their skin
Yep.
and then make them get a penalty. And you're like, oh look, we got the advantage and now we're gonna score. Ha ha.
That's
Like
the best revenge.
smarter, not
Best revenge.
harder, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Don't take yourself out of the game. Take them out of the game.
Yep.
My mom said hockey wouldn't be so soft if all the Karens just took their kids to play soccer. This wasn't mine, I swear. But I don't possibly not agree.
In defense of this one.
Thank
My
you.
youngest plays soccer, and it is a passion of his.
I know he loves soccer. This is Hockey Mom's podcast. Just so you know. And
He does both.
you do see hockey players on the ground crying sometimes, but not every play.
I disagree.
Okay, I'll listen to your Soccer Mom podcast when you say
I told coach I hurt myself on the weekend, but really I just didn't want to skate after we got shit pumped.
yeah.
What does shit pumped mean?
Really? You've never heard shit pumped?
Shit faced? Shit pumped?
Shit pumped is when you literally got your asses kicked. Like the score was
Oh.
15-0.
Oh, okay.
Like
No,
all
I've
the fall
never
hockey
heard that
games
word before.
this year for crying
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
They
he got
lost
shit
all.
pumped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So
Never heard that word.
you don't want to go get bag skated if you have an old school coach that's still allowed to condition skate you because you're
Yeah.
not allowed to call it bag skating anymore. But
Of course.
yeah. So when you lose real bad, your Monday morning skate is all condition skating, and the kids don't want to barf. They don't want to be punished for their shit game. So he told
Uh,
himself he hurt himself on the weekend, so he didn't get shit pumped, or because they got shit pumped. So
huh.
yeah.
I'll add
Well,
that to
I'm
my
glad you
vocabulary.
learned something
Yeah,
today.
I did.
Yeah,
I'd never heard that word before.
you're welcome. I think that pretty much sums it up for confessions and our our antics along with it.
Yep.
This is what happens in the bonus content is we get a little extra pucked.
It's a little more funny. A
Yeah.
little more.
I'm a little less afraid to get canceled
Yeah.
because you're subscribing to this. So it's like you're like, bring it on,
Yeah.
Amanda. Bring it. Bring your craziness.
What's really inside of our heads.
Tell me what you're really thinking, but not quite all of it because nobody needs to know
No, we gotta
that
keep a
much.
little.
Gotta keep a
little bit
little to
to yourself.
myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a decent amount of stories, and we know there are way more out there. PG and not. The not PG, oh, so much funner.
Way more
fun.
funner.
Way more.
Funner.
That was not proper English at all. So feel free to hit us up in the DMs with yours, and maybe we'll pop them into another segment.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us this week on Pucked Up Hockey Moms. We seriously appreciate you listening, laughing, and surviving the hockey mom life right alongside us.
Whether you're in the stands, stuck in carpool, or hiding in the rink bathroom for 5 minutes apiece, we see you and we're right there with you.
This episode was proudly brought to you by AAA Hockey Recruiting, your go-to for player development, showcases, and getting noticed at the next level.
Whether you're aiming for junior, prep, or NCAA, they've got the tools, the know-how, and the hookup. Check them out at AAAHockeyRecruiting.com and tell them the Bad Mom Squad sent you.
Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and stay a little bit pucked up.